I like Doctor Who. This is above my bed. These are on my bookshelf. This is above my toilet. This is what I play when I'm on the toilet. And this is the dress I twirl around in when my sister isn't home. Thanks to the Doctor, I wear a watch upside down and own at least 18 bow ties, not counting the ones that have fallen into the void in my closet. So yeah, I like Doctor Who. This is my forever world. The world itself used to be a multiplayer server I was on a couple years ago, but I've been continuing it as a single-player world ever since. It has a lot of different areas, and as much as I enjoy flying and building my ever-expanding nether tunnel system, sometimes I just want something a little faster. Enter the TARDIS system. I'm going to connect all of these police boxes to one TARDIS console and somehow use command blocks to make it teleport me all around the world. Okay, so, originally I recorded this design process as I was figuring things out, but things got surprisingly complicated. You'll notice the redstone in the time-lapse does not match the final setup, indicating how even after I had built everything, there was still more to fix. So instead, here's an overview of the system I landed on and what I learned. Everything starts with this lectern. Each page of the book represents a different destination and gives a specific redstone output. That output is decoded by this red coder. Now, it turns out, command blocks don't enjoy replacing each other, so instead of being able to have one command block here, we have a chain. The first command block will always replace the exit command block, back in the TARDIS, with air before replacing it with one that will send you to your desired destination. As much as I would have liked for this machine to work with the book alone, this lever is necessary if you want to go to a destination that's earlier in the book from where you are. Otherwise, the machine will just send you to the same destination as before. So this just resends the redstone signal from the beginning of the chain. Now, the TARDIS console does not lend itself to taking comparator outputs from blocks, which is how we ended up with this janky setup. This is the only way I know how to preserve a signal strength while moving vertically. So it is what it is. And what it is functional at least. As a last-minute addition, I added these note blocks with wither heads to replicate the TARDIS sound effect whenever I used the lever. Unfortunately for me, that meant I had to go out and kill 3 withers, which ended in exactly the same way it usually does. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so let me give you a tour of the TARDIS. First, this is the interior. It's, not as much as I was expecting to build, to be honest. But I thought I'd use a different color palette than what I'm used to, and it ended up being this really nice rosy pink theme. No pun intended. So I guess this will sort of double as a mini world tour. It's only got 8 destinations, so don't worry about it being long or anything. First we'll go to Ember's Pass, which is my main base. And there are those sound effects I was talking about. And if we turn around, I know this is the least satisfying thing in the world. But the beacon. But the door. But the beacon. You see the conflict here. And just like that, I'm over at Ember's Pass. It's good I'm here actually, apparently I need to sleep. So I'll just give you a brief overview of what this place looks like. This is where I spend the majority of my time, is in this jungle ravine. Surrounded by all this acacia wood that I'm sure some of you will dislike. But this is my favorite place to hang out, honestly. So it's also where I keep my main storage, which is all of this stuff, and then it's actually in the middle of sorting stuff right now. Sorts down to bulk storage down here, and this just goes on for a long time. So let's go back through. The only issue is I do end up facing the same direction that I was facing when I stepped on the pressure plate, but other than that, I think this system is pretty good. So let's see, next we've got Jay's Air Lair. Jay's Air is a player I used to play with on the Village server, you might have seen in my past videos, but he was also on this world, and I come to his base a lot. Mostly for the bunnies, I'll be honest. I will say it is a problem. They do occasionally step on the pressure plate and then teleport me here, but they're cute enough that they can get away with it, you know? So this is Jay's area. One of a couple of different areas, actually. Still have no idea what that is supposed to be up there, but mainly I just come in here for the villagers that he's got in here, because I do not like messing with villagers, and if they are already set up like this for me, so much the better. Let's see, next we've got my map area for map art, and that is for this big old mesa biome, where I built this map art of one of my favorite albums. It is called Widow Oblivion by the artist Crywolf, who is one of my favorites, and if you go back to Ember's Pass, you'll actually see that poster up back in my bedroom. Excuse me. Shopping Island was a public shopping area where we had all of our shops. We had a diamond and ruby based economy, much like Hermitcraft. This guy is having a day. I'm not responsible for this. I had no part in this. The only thing I had a part in is this. So yeah. Next is the factory. I believe this was made by a player called Snop, but I don't know for sure. So this is one big industrial building I'm working on and off. I'm hoping to fill it with autocrafters for redstone components, but the only trouble is I just can't seem to figure out how to use autocrafters beyond simple stuff like this. So for now, that project will have to wait. Then there's, of course, the Stronghold, which is, yep, there it goes. A little tricky to get through, especially because it's crammed into this tiny space, because I didn't know where else to put it. And then recently I found a Pale Garden that is just ages away from Ember's Pass. There we go. So yes, Pale Garden. Oh boy. There we go. Even the nether... I think that's the longest nether tunnel I have the farthest away from anything else, is because these are newly generated chunks. And last but not least, we have Butter Basket, which... oops. Okay, so Butter Basket is what's left over from a server I was playing with my cousin. We were using the Origins mod a couple months ago, before Shockbite had its little accident, shall we say. And this is the base that I was working on. It's supposed to be a boardwalk, although my ocean appears to have become a puddle during the transferring process. Are you okay? Are you gonna suffocate? Do I need to load your chunks real quick so you don't die? I'm going the wrong way. Hold on. I just got all turned around. So yeah, my ferry got chopped in half. But I still come here to fish every so often because I like watching the dolphins. And this place is called Butter Basket because we have the Butter Basket from Five Nights at Freddy's. So yeah, those are all the destinations I have available to me right now. There are only 8 of them because I wasn't sure how many I would need, and also these are a little tricky to set up. But they're all here, and they're all labeled, and most importantly, they're all functioning! So yeah, that's the TARDIS project. Thanks for letting me ramble on about my stuff, and I hope it inspired you. Bye!